What's going on, everybody? I'm going to show you how to get a really cool set of legendary armor very early in the game. This is the Frostcursed set, and you can basically get it as soon as you load in. The best part is, all 5 pieces are in the same general area. That was the starting town there. You're just going to make your way to the northeast here and grab one of these teleport points in the area. We're going to start with the Sanctum of Expiation because it's the trickiest of all the POIs, and I'm going to demonstrate the travel path sped up here, as this will give you a straight shot to the legendary piece. If you're a newer player, there are going to be a ton of mobs here and they hit very hard. I would recommend bringing a fire arrow or some sort of source of fire. But if not, you can just use your sword reflection like I'm doing here. You could either slowly clear the POI out until the mobs leave or find a safe place. And after a few seconds of focusing that sword light, you'll see it start to turn red down there. That means the vines are burning up. It's roughly here on the map. And you're going to need to crouch and run through here as quickly as you can, as there are some spike traps in the floor. And once you get all the way to the back, this treasure chest is going to have your first piece of armor. Now, these traps don't actually go away once they've activated. That's going to be why I had you get a teleport point in the area, as you are stuck in here. You're going to have to fast travel out like so. And then we're going to just make our way to one of these sets of stones to the south. The Chattering Rocks is what they're called here. This is where it is on the map, right next to the sanctum we were just at. And you just have to walk through this doorway that's loosely covered in greenery, and the treasure chest is actually right here. Much more simple than the last one. Okay, our third piece is going to be on the water here, behind a waterfall. You'll need to use your stab ability. I don't know what it is on controller, but I believe it's shift right click on mouse and key. It's called the Lunar Spirit Grotto, but it won't actually pop up with a name until after you've walked through the waterfall and unveiled it. But at the back of the waterfall cave is going to be our third piece, and then we're going to head up to the northeast. And I'm going to show you this travel path as well, because along the way there are all these weird puppet monsters that you can fight. They can't be staggered as far as I can tell, which makes them an absolute nightmare to fight, so I would just run past them. Again, you're going to use that stab ability, and again, about this point into the cave is going to be when the Well of Tragedy Grotto POI pops up on the map. You won't be able to see it until you've walked in here. That makes armor piece 4 out of 5, and our last one, you might have guessed, is behind another waterfall cave. This is the Mist Shard Cave. You might have already been here if you got the gold map from Marnie's Excavatron much earlier in the game, but if not, you're looking for this twin set of waterfalls here with some rocks stacked up right outside of it. And again, you'll need to use your stab ability so the waterfall doesn't knock you back. You can see the gold flecks on the ground are a pretty dead giveaway. And you will need to force palm this loose gold rock that's going to be in your way. Walk on through. It's the Mist Shard Cave popped up on the map there. And finally, we got our last piece of armor. This is what the armor set looks like. I think it looks really cool. It's probably my favorite look so far out of any of the legendary armor sets I've seen. And here are going to be the stats. Helmet comes with Daze Immunity and some HP regen, which is really nice. Movement speed and very high ice resist on the body. Ice res on the cloak. Pretty good attack and damage reduction on the gloves. And climb speed on the boots. That's going to do it for this one. Hopefully that helped. If it did, don't forget to leave a like. Subscribe if you want to see more of this kind of stuff in the future, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you.